How many hours did you sleep last night? Have you ever dragged yourself to the gym after only 4 hours of sleep, thinking exercise would somehow make you feel better? I've been there too, countless times during my career, forcing myself to work out after a sleepless night. But what if I told you that this seemingly healthy choice could actually be putting your body in serious danger? Recent groundbreaking research from Stanford Medical School has revealed something shocking. Exercising after insufficient sleep increases your risk of muscle injury by a staggering 217%. That's more than double the normal risk. This isn't just about feeling tired or sluggish during your workout. There are profound biological changes happening inside your body that make exercise genuinely dangerous when you're sleep deprived. But here's what's even more alarming. Many people think, well, I still need to exercise, not realizing that working out in a sleep-deprived state can actually harm rather than help your health. Harvard Medical School's Sleep Research Institute tracked participants for 3 years and found that those who engaged in high-intensity exercise after sleeping less than 6 hours had injury rates that were 340% higher than normal. So what exactly is happening inside your body when you're sleep deprived? A cascade of hormonal and neurological changes occurs that fundamentally alters how your muscles, nervous system, and brain function during physical activity. First, let's talk about growth hormone, which is absolutely critical for muscle recovery and regeneration. During deep sleep, your body releases the majority of its daily growth hormone. When sleep drops below 6 hours, growth hormone production plummets to just 32% of normal levels. This means your muscles have drastically reduced ability to repair themselves and adapt to exercise stress. Meanwhile, cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone, skyrockets. Research from the University of Copenhagen found that after just 4 hours of sleep, cortisol levels increased by 286% above normal. Cortisol is catabolic, meaning it breaks down muscle tissue and promotes inflammation. So you have less of the hormone that builds muscle and more of the hormone that destroys it. It's the worst possible combination for exercise. But the most dangerous change happens in your nervous system. UCLA's Department of Neuroscience conducted experiments showing that reaction time slows by 48% after sleeping less than 5 hours. Think about what this means during exercise. When a weight starts to slip, when you lose balance on a treadmill, when your form begins to break down during a heavy lift, your body simply can't respond fast enough to prevent injury. The Sports Medicine Journal published a study analyzing injured athletes that revealed a shocking pattern. 88% of athletes who suffered exercise-related injuries had slept less than 6 hours the night before. Even more telling, 76% of these injuries were completely preventable under normal circumstances. For recreational exercisers like most of us, the situation is even more dangerous. Unlike professional athletes, we don't have the same level of body awareness or baseline fitness to compensate for impaired function. Tokyo University researchers followed 420 recreational exercisers for 6 months and found that injury rates on days following poor sleep were 267% higher than normal. Perhaps most frightening of all is that we don't even realize how impaired we are. Sleep deprivation affects the brain's ability to accurately assess our own physical state. The University of Basel conducted a fascinating experiment where sleep-deprived participants rated their own fitness levels as normal, while objective strength measurements showed they were actually 34% weaker than usual. Your brain thinks you're fine, but your body is already compromised. The type of muscle damage that occurs during sleep-deprived exercise is also fundamentally different. Normal exercise creates microscopic tears in muscle fibers that, during proper recovery, actually make muscles stronger. But when you're sleep-deprived, the damage goes much deeper. Munich University researchers used MRI imaging to show that muscle fiber damage in sleep-deprived exercisers was 3.2 times deeper than in well-rested individuals. This deeper damage takes much longer to heal. and can lead to chronic pain or permanent dysfunction if not properly addressed. So how much sleep do you actually need for safe exercise? The National Sleep Foundation recommends a minimum of 7 hours for adults. But if you're planning to exercise, 7.5 to 8 hours is ideal. However, it's not just about duration. Sleep quality matters tremendously. If you're tossing and turning all night, even 8 hours might only give you the recovery equivalent of 4 hours of deep sleep. Sleep efficiency, calculated as actual sleep time, divided by time in bed, should be at least 85% for optimal recovery. Many fitness trackers and smartphone apps can help you monitor this metric. If you're already sleep deprived, does this mean you should skip exercise entirely? Not necessarily, but you absolutely must modify your approach. The University of California San Francisco's Sports Medicine Department recommends reducing exercise intensity to 60% or less of your normal level when sleep deprived. Practically speaking, if you normally do 30 minutes of high-intensity training, scale back to 15 to 20 minutes of light activity. If you're a weightlifter, cut your loads in half and reduce your repetitions. Runners should replace fast-paced runs with gentle walks or light jogging. Certain types of exercise should be completely avoided when sleep deprived. First, avoid any complex movements that require coordination and concentration. CrossFit, compound lifts, or intricate yoga poses become injury minefields when your nervous system is compromised. The National Institute for Occupational Safety found that 73% of weightlifting injuries occurred during sleep-deprived states. Second, avoid heavy resistance training. Squats, deadlifts, and bench presses require perfect form and maximum concentration. When you're sleep-deprived, maintaining proper technique becomes nearly impossible. Third, skip long-duration cardio. Marathon running or extended cycling sessions dramatically increase risks of dehydration and hypoglycemia when your metabolic function is already impaired. Instead, focus on gentle activities that promote recovery, rather than stress your system further. Light stretching and restorative yoga are ideal choices. Static stretching improves circulation and actually reduces cortisol levels. Melbourne University research showed that just 15 minutes of gentle stretching reduced muscle tension by 42%. Walking is another excellent option. Whether on a treadmill or outdoors, gentle walking improves circulation and promotes endorphin release without overtaxing your compromised systems. Keep the pace slow and limit duration to 20 to 30 minutes. Breathing exercises and meditation might not seem like exercise, but they're incredibly effective for recovery. Deep breathing stabilizes your autonomic nervous system and reduces stress hormones. The 4-7-8 breathing technique, where you inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, and exhale for 8, is particularly effective for calming an overstimulated nervous system. Pre- and post-workout protocols become even more critical when sleep deprived. Extend your warm-up to twice the normal duration. Your muscles and joints are stiffer when sleep deprived, requiring extra preparation time. Spend at least 15 to 20 minutes on gentle movement and dynamic stretching. Post-workout cool-down should also be extended, since recovery is slower when sleep deprived. Abruptly stopping exercise can cause dizziness or blood pressure fluctuations. Take 10 to 15 minutes to gradually reduce your heart rate through gentle walking. Hydration becomes absolutely critical. Sleep deprivation increases dehydration risk by 60%. Drink water before, during, and after exercise. And don't wait until you feel thirsty. Your thirst mechanism is also impaired when sleep deprived. Monitor your intensity using the talk test. You should be able to carry on a normal conversation throughout your workout. If you're breathing too hard to speak comfortably, you're pushing too hard. Scandinavian Journal of Sports Medicine found that exercising at conversational intensity reduced injury rates by 78%. Recovery after sleep-deprived exercise is crucial. You absolutely must prioritize sleep the following night, or muscle damage will continue accumulating. Loughborough University's Sleep Research Center found that participants Who got 8 or more hours of quality sleep after exercising, while sleep-deprived recovered 3.7 times faster than those who didn't. Watch for warning signs that indicate you should skip exercise entirely. Dizziness or lightheadedness suggests unstable blood pressure regulation. Severe trembling or significantly impaired concentration indicates serious nervous system fatigue. If your resting heart rate is 10 beats higher or lower than normal, your cardiovascular system is stressed. For your long-term health and fitness success, remember that sometimes the most productive thing you can do is rest. Listen to your body, respect its needs, and build your exercise routine around quality sleep, rather than trying to squeeze workouts into an already exhausted schedule. If this information has helped you understand the critical relationship between sleep and exercise safety, please like this video and subscribe for more science-based health content. Your body will thank you for making smarter, safer choices. Take care of yourselves, and remember that rest is not the enemy of fitness. It's the foundation of it.